Hey guys, it's Barrett with the Camping Camper. So I'm here today to do a 1-year review on our RV Armor roof. I'm still exceptionally happy with this roof. Truthfully, when I first had it on, I'll have to say that I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. I mean, I really liked that whole lifetime warranty aspect of it, but it didn't feel very durable. But that stuff just keeps curing for a while. So after a few months, that stuff's just hard as a shell up there. I mean, it can take a beating. And I have noticed there's one very small spot around my TV antenna that had a couple little pinholes in it, and when you push down on it after it rained, a little bit of water would come up through there. Now, I do not think that that was going all the way down to the wood, because you got to remember there's the TPO there, there's epoxy, and on top of the epoxy there's a couple of different layers, at least 2 of the roofing membrane. And so I don't think that it got anywhere near the actual wood. But I talked to them down at RV Armor. They told me to get my repair kit. This repair kit comes with every RV Armor roof. They told me to get that repair kit and put some extra material around that antenna. So I did that this weekend, got her all fixed up. Shouldn't have any issues in the future. I do want to go ahead and tell you while I was looking at that, because I've never opened the repair kit before, but there's a couple of different cans. One's just like regular roofing material. One's what they call their flashing, which is a little bit thicker, and so it holds up a little bit better around the edges of things, which is what I use to put around that antenna. And then they have a piece of tape that you kind of put down and you paint over the top of it in order to repair a hole in the roof or something like that. And so with that, there's instructions in there on what to do. Now, one of the questions that I get all the time is what happens if I want to add something else to my roof? And the answer to that is in that repair kit, there's some instructions there, and it tells you what to do and what to do with that flashing material if you want to add an antenna, if you want to add a solar panel or something like that. And it's really not that big of a deal, and it doesn't void your warranty at all. They actually tell you that's what you should do. But if you're not comfortable with doing that, you can pay their minimum fee to have a tech come out to your house and do it for you. They do actually recommend that you have that done if you want to take something off of your roof, because it's a little bit more detail oriented. There's more steps in the process, and they want a professional to do that if you're going to have to take something off of the roof. So if you want to replace the vent, so you got to take the old vent off or something like that, then they say you need to consult the tech and have them scheduled to come out to the house and do it for you. Another question that I get about RV Armor roofs all the time is, do they do the slide tops? And the answer is no, because they can't warranty it, because it keeps moving in and out all the time and things can happen. Now, I'm going to tell you this with true transparency, that I did put a coating on top of my roof. I went through, I put some epoxy down, I put 2 coats of roofing down on the top of it, and I did it by the textbook. And I'm going to tell you, I learned a couple of things. And one thing that I learned is, those guys make it look easy, but it's really not. Like, in order to come away clean and not have drippage everywhere, and those guys, they're heroes, I'm going to tell you, because mine didn't look so hot. And so what I actually did is I put the coating on top of the roof of the slide, and I tucked it around the edge and went over the transition bar, because the thought of that is, if you seal all that stuff up, then you're never going to have any problems with it, right? And that's for the most part true. And it probably would be true if you could just put it out and leave it with the slide out, letting it cure for like a couple of months, and then sucked it in and did the inside part where it hits the seals and like let that sit for a couple of months. But the problem that I had personally is I had some breakdown across that transition bar, both where the seals are on whenever it's in and out. So in that one spot, it kind of tore away at the transition bar a little bit, as well as the bottom of that transition strip had a little bit thicker silicone there. And for some reason, that coating, it did not want to stick to that at all. And so that gave me some more stuff to clean up, and I actually trimmed it kind of at the bottom of the transition strip, so it stopped before that. But, you know, that's why they can't do that. I understand that now. So what I also did is I added slide toppers. And so the slide toppers just help water from even ever getting around the slide to start with. And so far they've been, so all in all, the RV Armor roof still gets a thumbs up. I'm still happy with it. I still like their lifetime warranty. Now, the couple of other things that I did to prevent the water damage is I did put the slide toppers on. I got a video about that. We're gonna put it up here. And I also did a seal tech test on my camper. And so what that was, we went down to Shelburne RV. I got a video on that we're gonna put up here. But you know, basically it makes the whole inside of your camper positive pressure. You go around it with soapy water, and it's kind of like putting soapy water on a tire and looking for a leak. I found 4 leaks in the walls. So I had the old sealing done, didn't have any problems out of it. I had 4 leaks in the walls. I'm telling you people, water can get in anywhere. So you can't be too vigilant about this process and keeping the water out of the camper, because it's going to be the most likely scenario of what causes your expensive RV to end up in a scrapyard. I mean, it's just horrible water damage. After coming with a camper from water damage, and I'm going to be completely honest, I found a couple of very small spots of water damage in my camper, and I got one spot where the floor is just a little bit soft, and it didn't have any signs of water damage there. And I'm so angry about it because it can turn into such an issue, and I've been so vigilant about just preventing the problem to start with. But it doesn't matter how much you try to avoid it, it can eventually happen, and it can happen to you. So that's why I went with the RV Armor Roof. All right, guys, there's one more thing that I wanted to say, okay? If you use this code that's right here, RV5095, it's going to give you $100 off. Technically, that is kind of like a referral link, so I can get like a little bit of money too if you use that link, but you're going to save yourself $100. I've never personally gotten any of these referral bonuses, so it's not why I'm in the game. I'm just telling you that I have been very happy with my RV Armor Roof, and it's been a year and it's holding up great, and I couldn't be happier with it.
Do not forget to hit that subscribe button.